Okay. Where was I? Oh yes, the forge. And I actually need to redo these two. I'll redo them later. So what did I miss in these two actually? Because I missed one of the secrets and one of the challenges. And I literally just missed one of the challenges. Okay. What do we got? Loads of gold, ruby, nothing but nade, ground, sawed off. One of my favorite phrases. 7 secrets. Well, there's 9. Codex entries, collectible toys, skins, health, and ammo. Wraithstone. Huh. I think that is the first time we've seen one of those. Okay. So there's going to be 2 mini bosses. You know, reflecting on the combat loop in this game, it's not necessarily... I'm not sure how much sense this is going to make, but it is... It's not...
The mine is open.
It's not... It's complex, but it's not complicated. That hit for like 22 damage. That was a lot. Anyway. Discover 7 secrets. With a shield saw for 20 seconds total. Score 10 direct hits with the grenade launcher. Okay, that ain't hard. Speaking of which, every 3rd direct hit drops cluster grenades that deal extra damage. Huh. Direct hits with the grenade launcher drop cluster grenades when... Okay. Okay. So, direct hits with this thing. Huh. Okay, so... I wonder, is this gonna be like Siege Part 1?
That heart powers the forge. It needs to be reactivated.
That is a very big heart. Although to be fair, we are literally in the spine of a sodden great big dragon thing with a wingspan of several miles. So, What's this? Alright, I do need to upgrade that at some point. Yeah, let's do it. That's what we're gonna require resources. Let me see. So I'm guessing the combat encounters are where we're gonna need to go to power it up. That's not surprising. Is that important? No, that's not important. There is loot up there, however. Alright. I have no idea what I just opened. Or what I just did, but it did something. Although, when did... Well, I guess I'll have it when I need it. I'll probably need it. Well, unless that was like released from the crane. Grab that because I'm going to need it. So I like the level design in the Dark Ages. It's not quite as gritty as 2016, which was my favorite. Ow. Is that it? Really, is that it? Okay, I thought there would be a mini-boss. Oops.
Power activated. 2 more switches left.
Okay, so let's see. Giant sodding great big heart. Which, if I'm going to be entirely honest, is not unusual for this franchise. Not at all, actually. Okay, so what next? Oh, this is a wolf statue. Well, this is the same way it worked in Siege Part 1. Then there's 2 more of those I need to destroy. That is the siding great big sword. Oh, I missed something over there? Okay. I'll go back. Ah. There's a sodding great big sword. Seriously, what was using a sword that big? It is literally the size of a skyscraper. There's a pathway literally through the blade. I think. Is there? Yeah, no, there is. Okay. Anyway, that diversion out of the way. Let's see where we're going now. Also, just in case you've realized that we are literally stomping through a giant thing's corpse, in case you think this is weird, well, by Doom standards, not particularly. I mean, heck, I can think of one level in Eternal where we get a bunch of that. Go away. There we go. Uh-huh. Right, I'm guessing we have to go there once we power up the heart thingy. Speaking of which... more goodies. And... more good stuff over there. die. You need to die. All of you just need to die. Okay, let's see. What's up here? A jump I need to sprint for, apparently. I'll check that out once I get done. Once I do this. Oh, okay, here we go. I would say you'd hurt yourself, but, well, I'm just gonna hurt you. Did it? A little underwhelming, but okay. Oof. That's fresh. Okay, well that's 2. I need 1 more.
Almost finished. One more switch.
Thank you. And that is another door I need a key for. Of course, the big question is, where's the key? Actually all of this over here. Okay, so sprint jumping is definitely a thing in this game. You do jump a lot farther when you sprint jump. So let me see. How do first off, let me get this thing over here. Codex entry. What do we got? That. Oh, okay. We got this. Outlanders, torn from distant worlds, enslaved and corrupted. Okay. So, Tuesday then. Once noble beast stalkers for their clans, they now serve Horde, minds twisted and bodies reshaped. Marked prey as their quarry, chosen by... enhanced to rival even the Slayer's martial prowess. I kicked the guy in half. These savage predators roam the battlefield, driven by a cruel purpose etched in fire or whatever. No one really cares. I mean, like, do people care? Okay, maybe there's gonna be some lore on the giant dragon thing. In ancient times, two titanic ancestrals, Tharok the Mighty and something the Wise, clashed in a battle of unimaginable ferocity. The earth trembled as struck down with a colossal blade. The mountain range that now cradles Titan's Forge. The mine and extract the ancient blood, distilling into arcane fuel. High priests from bygone areas could awaken dormant energies within the giant sword. Huh. So, I'm guessing that explains all of that then. Other way. Other way. There we go. Okay, well that led me to that. Now I just need to go up here. And I have a nagging suspicion I'm not going to be able to get up there until I find the stupid key. Tis a bit of a pain. Limbs. Huh. Now. Okay, so I'm guessing this is where you have to, this is what the wolves are for. No idea what I'm stomping through. Pretty darn sure it ain't water. So, minecart's kind of cute. You know, this is almost not really. I was gonna say, this place is almost giving me Hive vibes. If only because of the weird glowing things in the ceiling. That is another door I need a key for. In fact, that loops all the way back around to there. Huh. Ah, and there's the key. Alright. Let's see. Jump. Ah, yes, shooting those things. Anyway. Get that. Need that. Yeah, where were we? Right. Not getting killed. So do we know why the Ancestrals were trying to kill each other? Although, seeing as we're talking about giant ancestral beings...
The heart has been primed. We can use the forge now. See you at the elevator.
Although... the music. Ah. I need to go back up there. But seeing as we're talking about giant ancestral beings that were literally giants, I suppose that does... The fact that the sword is like a mile tall does make sense now. One thing I will say about this game, it looks really good. Like, the environments are really good looking. I like it. And if this is like a future trend of where they want to take things, because the environments in Eternal, mind you, none of those look bad either. And then you get this game, and it's just really, really cool. Okay. ID Software, and this is apparently a lesson that has been lost in recent years, but ID Software has learned that if you're a video game company, your single biggest, your single most important goal, I'm searching for this last wolf, is to basically to give your fans what they want. And that, I don't think, has been exemplified better than what ID Software has done with Doom. People don't want a political commentary in their video games. They want, basically, escapism. They want to be able to boot up a game, saw some poor sod in half with a chainsaw, and then just go to town on a variety of other nasties. They don't want, like... Oh, there's the last wolf. Okay. Cool. They don't want any of that or I say fancy. They don't want any of that. They want escapism. This is apparently a lesson that both Hollywood and the game industry has forgotten. And when you don't give your fans what they want, they're going to go somewhere else to get it. This is a lesson that ID Software has apparently learned very, very well. I wonder what those are. Eggs? Kind of look like eggs. To be fair, if I could raise my own ancestral dragon that... Alright, come on. To be fair, if I could raise my own ancestral dragon with a multi-mile wide wingspan, I probably would. Then again, I say that the first thing the first thing that runs through my head after saying that is how would I feed it? So, not a foolproof plan. Come on. And you're dead now. You know, I wasn't even going for the door. That guy could have basically saved his entire life if he had just not gotten in my way. I wasn't going for the door. Not yet. But no, he needed to... Can I... No, I don't think I can make that go around. But no. He decided he wanted to make a nuisance of himself. So I blew him up. No, I didn't technically blow him up. I mean, I did very not nice things to his anatomy, but an explosion was not part of that. Okay, what do we got? I have no idea what you were doing out here, but, well, not an issue anymore. Oh, it's these ugly things. And we got this. Alright, so let's see. Ouch. Ah, my arm. Alright, so is there any place where secrets could still be hiding? Because I'm still missing a ruby. I'm still missing a decent chunk of gold. I'm still missing half the secrets. That up. I could go back up there, see what I can find. Don't think there's anything actually up there, but I might as well look. Maybe swing by the shrine. Get turned around. Yes, I'm aware. Use. What do we got? Okay. Increases damage. Alright. Oh yes, I have that. Actually, that is a point. I need to use this thing. Okay, so that does slow down time somewhat. I imagine it's going to make aiming significantly easier. And there's nothing here. I still would like to know how much I weigh. Okay. Are there any secrets in here? Anything of the like? No. But there's an elevator. Uh-huh. So we've got some platforming, another shrine, and then a very large arena. So, boss. Oh, wow. Say, the ability to aim this thing in slow-mo is very useful. Now, there's one of those in there, and and that opens that, and that's the second ruby. Cool. Speaking of which, almost had the secrets. Okay, so where are we going now? Aside from places where things want to kill us. up. Preferably. There we go. That works. I hear dripping. No. Huh, I see. I hear dripping. And dripping generally means thing I have to throw the shield at. The real question is where? Because there's goodies up there that I need. There we go. Oh, King Novak. Nice staff. I imagine that doubles as a slot and great big power axe. Ruled for over 40 years, making him the longest reigning monarch in Sentinel history. Valorous and boastful warrior in his youth, Novak's demeanor grew severe and distant after the death of his wife. Aww. As presumed heir to the Sentinel throne, now commanded the defensive arts of Daenur in their war against Hell. Novak continued to serve both his people and the Makers. Like, are we gonna get over that? I don't know if it's just Doom Eternal, but I don't particularly care for the Makers. Yeah, there's multiple drippy bits. randomly jump between them. Okay. Cool. I knew I heard chirping. Huh? What happened there? Okay, let's try that again. No, that's not hard. I have no idea what's up with the crunchy, fleshy noises. That might be another audio bug. Really, guys? Okay. Okay, so I found everything. Except for one of the drops, which I'm guessing this boss here is going to give me. Blood. Sentinel Shrine. What do we got? Guns. Cycler, chain shot, grenade launcher. We'll drop cluster grenades as long as they're being affected by that. So I'm gonna have that. I wonder what the mastery challenge gets me. Deals more damage to armor at maximum charge. I'm also gonna have that too. I might as well have that while I'm at it. Start working on some of these other upgrades. Hi guys. Look, let's be honest, there's something horrible on the other side of that door, isn't there? Alright. What is that?
No signs of the demons, Thera.
We won't have much time.
Is that the tip of the sword? It might be the tip of the sword.
The Ancestrals never really die. The heart endures. We harvest the energy.
Does that mean we can bring the giant dragon back? That'd be kind of cool. What's up with your hand? It's slightly different.
Nim unve anme veseque. Svara. Nim unve anme veseque.
Weird sentinel magic.
calling back. We'll meet you at the exit.
Cool. Also, new toy? New toy! We'll now activate Shield Rune. You have been granted the power of the Ground Fisher. The Ground Fisher creates a linear, damaging ground attack that will also interrupt enemies. Okay. Cool. Active Shield Rune as well as the preview. Alright. So what's this? Ground Fisher. A ground-splitting fisher that travels in front of you, damaging and faltering enemies in your path. Distance ground travels is increased. Or scorched? Oh, that sounds useful. Mega thrust. The size and damage of ground fisher is increased. Okay. I wonder what other runes I can get. What is this? One of those morale things where you just gotta kill bad guys until the boss's shield drops. Okay, so yeah, this is the morale thing. Alright, so let's see what we've got over here. Turbo Ugly. Ouch, what was that? You know, you guys are significantly more annoying in this game. bullets. Lots of bullets. Hey, I 100% that. I 100% of that. Secrets, entries, toys. Sawed off. The Forsaken Plains. Oh, that sounds fun.